Hi, this is Alessio Rastani, Leading Trader. Hope you're well and had a great weekend. Now, after Britain voted to leave the EU, or Brexit, which brought about this huge, massive move in the British pound that you see here, one of the biggest questions actually being asked right now is what is in store for the British pound going forward? You know, what's going to happen here to the British currency? And I can tell you the majority of people out there right now expect the British pound to collapse. In fact, everybody is bearish on the British currency. How do we know this? Let me show you this. This data is courtesy of Jason Geppert, who looks at market sentiment. And what you will see here is that the only market which has reached an extremely low optimism phase is the British currency, the British pound. In other words, everybody is bearish on the British pound. Now, let me ask you this. When everyone expects the same thing to happen, are they usually right? Does the market make it always so easy for them? No. In fact, it's the opposite. When everyone expects the same thing to happen, the market usually surprises everyone by doing the opposite. In fact, as Jason has written here, in the extremely low optimism phase, watch for capitulation by investors and traders and reversals and moves into phase two. Phase two, which of course is rising but not high optimism. And going back to our chart, we need to be extremely careful because the British pound is still extremely oversold as shown to you by the RSI here, and there's been no retracement, not a single retracement yet back to its average, the 21 moving average here. And also very interestingly, take a look on this right hand side. What you will see is something very similar to this move that happened on the dollar Swiss franc. You may remember in January 2015 when the Swiss National Bank decided to remove their peg to the euro, a massive move happened on the Swiss franc or on the dollar Swiss franc. As you can see, the dollar Swiss franc made a massive move to the downside, similar to what happened here on the British pound. And take a look what happened next. You will see just as the British currency is going in a sideways tight range here, so did the dollar Swiss as it went in a sideways tight range. And at the time, everyone was expecting the dollar Swiss to head lower, for it to collapse much further. But take a look what happened next. In fact, if I just scroll to the right here, you'll see that in fact it did the exact opposite. It pulled back to its 21 EMA, and as a matter of fact, it continued. It paused for a while, and then it continued to head higher. All right, completely doing the opposite of what everyone expected the dollar Swiss to do. Now, I'm not saying the British pound is going to do the exact same thing as the dollar Swiss here. What I am saying here is we should be very careful about our expectations on the British pound. Everybody is bearish on the British pound right now, so there could be a potential surprise move coming, which could knock out and destroy a lot of shorts, okay? And just think about it for a second. What is the market really waiting for? We already know that the Bank of England is going to cut interest rates. They pretty much said so as much last week when the Bank of England Governor Mark Carney said that they're going to introduce monetary easing, quantitative easing. So there's a very strong likelihood, and the market knows this, that the Bank of England is going to cut interest rates. So why did the British pound not make a move lower when the Bank of England made that announcement last week? The reason is that that's already priced in. The cut in interest rates is already priced into this move, this panic move lower. So what we need here is a trading plan. So instead of just guessing what the market's going to do next, instead we have a precise plan to be prepared for the British pound's next move, whether it goes up or whether it goes down. Because by no means are we precluding the possibility that the British pound could head lower. So what I prepared for you is a precise trading plan to trade this move no matter what it does, whether it goes up or whether it goes down. For more up-to-date analysis on the major markets, whether it's indices, currencies, commodities, or stocks, make sure you try our free trading service on Leading Trader on this link you see here, which is leadingtrader.com/alerts. And when you join, you will also learn our top trading strategy as well. All right, guys, many thanks. And for more videos like this, please go ahead to this link and subscribe now.